It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on
얘네도 성적이 좋네.
Well, the era of
it can be a circus. David, thanks. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Doncic.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Wendell Carter is out there with Red Hot, and it's done at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Mark, here we are mid-season, and some teams have already exceeded early expectations, starting to show that they are the real deal.
Yeah, no fluke, and that's what we call validation. Again, you have such a long season early on. The schedule can work in your favor, but as we get to this point in the season, Kevin, teams are starting to show you who they really are, answering doubters, and it's got to be extremely satisfying when you prove folks wrong.
Absolutely. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Nice D from Levine. Over Brunson. No good off the back of the rim.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Back to Doncic. The pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. On deep. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Bulls have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Levine looking around. Carter, the pass to Porter. To the paint. Here's Red Hot. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Brunson. Dunn covering. Up top, Porzingis. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Can they get it? And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
Dunn outside. Here's Levine. Last game he had 13. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Shoots the 3. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Inside, here's Red Hot. Takes it off the glass. Red Hot's got 6 points. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Mavericks trail by 3. Brunson scanning the floor. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Red Hot. Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Done. The Bulls keep it alive. Porter finds Levine. Ball's knocked loose. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
저걸 블락치네.
Doncic outside. Pass to Brunson. Doncic outside. Jacks up a three. Buries the long
와,
range
그게
jumper.
들어간다고?
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. Took him no time at all on that one. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out.
그렇지.
1:49 left to play in the first. Here's the three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. 6 points for Luka Doncic. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the
빨리만
ball.
줬어도.
And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Doncic. Puts up a three. It's not going to go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Cauley-Stein with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hardaway. Markkanen pulls it in. Chicago trailing here. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Red Hot. Red Hot's got 10 points.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now, here's Doncic. Dallas again missing. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to it.
My older brother, he was a big fan of him.
Getting ready for Dallas.
제발.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein.
있어?
Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Red Hot was indeed hot, and the last game against the Celtics was outstanding. He scored 28 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that
그렇지.
game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Outside, Porzingis. This one for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Red Hot's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dunn attacking. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to
그래,
shooting
블록 안
on
당한
the
게
floor.
어디냐?
Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah.
오, 좋아.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
그렇지, 엘리까지
You can see they're
지렸다.
gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim.
분위기
Coach
가져왔죠.
can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And that's 15 points for Luka Doncic.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Dunn passes to Red Hot. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing
그렇지.
great
야.
timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And now you see them starting to
카터
really
중요하네.
work the
잘했다.
ball inside.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Brunson had a piece of it.
And they
Nice
hold a
block,
huge
cool.
advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I
성공.
mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy
Wow.
inside.
And they're really getting more
10점
points
차.
at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Powell. Now Brunson. Dunn covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a 3. No good on that one.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time,
와,
but doesn't
10점
go
차.
in. And so it's Chicago.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
It most definitely is. You know, aiming to be the best. That's what the honor is all about. There's still work left to be done, but
야,
hopefully
루키
I'll
오브 더
take a
이어에
step
언급될
towards the end
정도야,
goal.
강백호?
Yeah, you look like you're looking for this award, man. And look out. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Red Hot is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Dunn in at the point guard. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a two-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Offensive rebound. Nice D from Doncic.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney Smith. Dallas moving it around. Porzingis kicking it over. That's tipped. Levine up top. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
The shot by Satoransky, no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the 3, the best of Dory.
제발. 어떻게 됐냐?
Doncic with the steal.
뭐하냐?
The Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And Hardaway gets it to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Dallas has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Now the pass to Brunson. But they recover it. Launches it. It's rebounded by Red Hot. Red Hot's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
To the middle, it's deflected and stolen by Valentine. Throws it up high.
그렇지 또 엘리오.
Like there's the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
26 seconds left to play here in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. From deep. The shot missing. Got it off in time. No good.
까비.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Bulls lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every
강백호
possession in this way.
엘리오비.
True team basketball.
저걸로 나왔네요.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3.
시도
And
좋았는데.
it's Jalen Brunson Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Kleba in at the force line. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Dunn left side. Powell pulls it in.
거기서
And he
왜
did everything he could to make that shot as
미안
difficult
애들이 꼭
as
하나씩
possible.
나와가지고.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly
그렇지.
how you send it. 2 hands and down.
His performance today has just been
돌아가,
so
빨리.
important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Doncic outside. Stolen by
그렇지.
Markkanen. Here's Valentine, and the layup's
오,
good
좋아.
off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second,
들어가네.
despite being down.
야 제발 한 점 차잖아. 아니 뭐야 이게 8점 차가.
Levine against Curry.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation
아니,
is
파울
something
왜
you want
하냐고.
to keep an eye on.
The first one falls.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing
너무
with more
후하네.
confidence now.
쉬는
And the
타이밍 때
Mavericks
쟤는 왜
making
이렇게
a
점수
change
많이
here.
해?
Kleba's checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Red Hot, and it's done in the corner. Kick out to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Here's Red Hot, and
그렇지.
that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Red Hot's got 10 points here in the second half. Dallas calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Down low, Kleba. That free throw, no good. That one misses.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Dunn dishes to Porter. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Brunson. The Mavericks rebound. Goes up again, and it's blocked. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Doncic against Levine. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Levine, and he lays that one in. And now it's just a 4-point Dallas lead.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Doncic against Porter. Plenty of space. The shot, no good.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
그렇지. 오.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
To the wing on the left. Here's Brunson. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this,
그렇지, 라빈.
What a play.
And there you go now, one of the NBA's rising stars, Levine stepping up when it counts.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Here's Brunson. Bullseye.
Nice play.
참.
They're now in control. Just have to play smart, solid defense here. No quick buckets and no easy threes.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
그렇지.
Gets it to go. Call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Second chance points.
카트 중에 제발.
Not enough
그렇지.
to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Dallas calls timeout. Takes the 3. Off target from downtown. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's Chicago to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime.
그렇지.
Nothing ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Wendell Carter is up there with Red Hot. And it's done in at the 1. Porzingis finds Doncic. And that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
오, 라빈 좋아.
And off contact, Levine showing you what he can do. The improved strength, making a big impact.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. And here's Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Porzingis. Porter pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 4. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Another one falls for Chicago.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid and a little less robotic.
야, 부스. 중성의 부스다, 진짜.
Front past the arc. Dallas, no good that time either.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there, taking care of the ball.
그렇지.
It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
Passes to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Doncic. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They've led by as much as 10. No good from Red Hot.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Outside, Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
그렇지.
Shots good from Red Hot.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 6. 50 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Dives for it and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
잘했다. 경기 잡았어.
Here's Dunn. Outside Levine. To the paint. Here's Red Hot. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Red Hot's got 38 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Yep, that one goes in there.
좋다.
And now a 10-point Bulls lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so Chicago takes this
골
one by a big
역전승하네.
margin. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire. But give them credit. They were able to regroup overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?
Just looking to be aggressive from the get-go. I try to lead by example. Every time I take the floor, I give it, 110%. Evaluating the situation, I could tell we needed my scoring early.
It is physically impossible to give more than 100%. And that's what you did tonight. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David,
what do you
thank
think the key was to your hot scoring?
Making smart decisions, being decisive, knowing where my shots are supposed to come from, and not hesitating when I've got the advantage.
I'd like to get to know the off-court Che a little bit.
Word.
So, what do you like to do when you're not playing basketball? Do you have any hobbies?
Let's see. I like dogs. I mean, I love dogs. I got a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler. I'm actually hoping to adopt a Burmese Mountain Dog in the offseason.
Those are some pretty big dogs. You got room for all of them?
Hey, you know how we do, Ted. I got a whole wing for each dog, so that's not a problem at all. The more the merrier. I'll just get another wing.
Nice game, Che.
Thanks, V.
Che, can I grab you real quick?
Patty, the great reporter. What's up?
I got Che. You set a new career high for points scored tonight. What does that say about your growth as a player?
It's just one game, so I want to read into it too much. But everything's starting to slow down for me a little bit. Just a little bit more comfortable with everything we're doing. And it helps me play with more confidence. Shout out to my first grade teacher, Chris.
Good stuff. Thanks for your time, Che.
It's all good. Hey, you guys good over here? I saw a little something going on.
팀워크도 좋아졌나 본데?
Definitely.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans. As beautiful as ever on this trip. And powering into the first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look. And we've got time for a...
Well,
great DA, thanks. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you
가볍게
still
이겨줘야죠.
discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are?
점프볼도
I can
따내고.
picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Wendell Carter is out there with Red Hot, and it's Dunn in at the 1 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center filling out the middle.
오, 좋아.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in
진짜
the defense here.
키 크고
early
피지컬
on.
좋은 선수
Really
아닌데
smart
웬만하면 강백호 못
basketball
막는
and
거 같네.
exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Holiday, no one around him. No good on the 3.
그렇지.
Outside, Levine. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Williamson. Holiday trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Williamson.
And you admire that assertive aggression from Williamson. Goes right at you when he's in his comfort zone.
Here's Dunn. That one doesn't go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Here's Ingram. A miss that time would have put him up.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Red hot. Oh, that's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Holiday. Back to Ball. Williamson kicks to Ball.
And really, Dunn plays with a real edge on D, staking his territory and showing off his impressive reach.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 2. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
And it's Williamson missing.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Left side, Levine. To the middle. The shot's good from Red Hot. Red Hot's got 8.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Williamson. Ingram outside. He dishes it to Williamson. Excellent D there from Red Hot. Chicago leading. Here is Porter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That shot misses. Done against Ball. Ingram passes to Holiday. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field.
그렇지.
Man, fans love that. Listen to that. I love.
얘들아 잘해줘라. 오 대파했는데.
Now here's Levine. Defense is right there.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Red Hatter's out there with Carter. And it's done in at the 1. The Bulls leading by 12. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The red hot was indeed hot, and the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He scored 40 points, but it was his season high in rebounds that really stood out. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Ball, the pass to Hart. He kicks it to Ingram. 6 to shoot. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Inside, deflects the pass, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Ingram dishes the ball. Fires from deep. Bean with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Redick passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Chicago calls timeout. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running. Yes. You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Shot clock at 6. Nice D from Levine.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Porter against Ingram. Let out the pass to Levine. Carter kicks to Dunn. Tries it from 19. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks. A road game in New York. That one will start off with a 3-game road trip for the team.
And how much fun is it to watch this
제가
kid?
스피드가 엄청 빠르네.
Call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280.
윌리엄슨.
And he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Reddick dishes to Williamson. Pass the ball. Overdone. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Chicago leading by 8.
Oh.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. No.
8점 차 유지해라. 오, 그대로네.
Satoransky with it. From deep three-point range. Oh,
Whoa.
he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Kevin, thanks. A double-double for you, Che, at the half. You know they're going to try and stop you the second half. How do you adjust?
Hey, I just gotta stay aggressive out there, you know? I know as long as I'm engaged and pushing the action, I'm gonna put up the numbers. And as you can see, I'm fully engaged tonight, man. It's just clear.
You have been an operational Death Star in the first half for sure. Thanks for your time, guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Red Hot has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. It's good. Favors got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Holiday against Levine. Down low. Let out the pass to Porter. Clock at 4. And the Bulls get it back. And that one drops. And the Bulls lead by 11.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team.
Nice,
not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Ingram kicks to Holiday. And the pass to Williamson. Now here's Ingram. Williamson dishes to Ingram. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And Brent, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Down against Ball. Outside Holiday. Over Levine. The shot by Holiday, no good.
야, 같은
And
병기는
with the
밀어서
success
잡냐.
they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you? I
Oh,
mean,
no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
we don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise that could be something that goes away soon. And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a
경기
standstill.
끝난 것 같네 거의.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Lays it up off the glass. Ingram's got 8 points.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. Now you look at Williamson. He's been a big-time contributor for his team so far. And, you know, we're right in the thick of the season, and he's one back of the top spot.
And with more or less a half a season behind us, he has shown what unlimited potential he has.
Yeah, I don't want to go so far down the line about what we're about to see. I want to appreciate what he's already done. He's put himself at number 2 in the rankings with some stunning performances.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. No good from Red Hot. Here's Holiday. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the
유한준은
rebounding
겁나
numbers
따는데.
as well.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes.
설마 16점 차인데 더 벌어지겠지. 15점 차.
Here's Harrison.
야,
And again,
못 넣어?
Chicago, no good. The Pelicans have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. So for Chicago right now, Porter is out there with Red Hot. Then there's Dunn, and it's Gafford in at center. Dunn passes to Gafford. Harrison scanning the floor. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Levine can't hit. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Now, here's Ball. High, arcing shot.
와,
Sinks the triple.
저로 패스할 줄
You have to have
몰랐네.
an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor
21점이구나. 아,
easily
11점인
working
줄
the ball
깜짝
over
놀랐네.
two open teammates.
Outside, Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Dunn kicks to Levine. Here's Red Hot.
리바운드 잡고.
Pass to Porter. The second chance effort, and that one
와,
clearly
이제
a
애들이
foul.
날 너무
Gets the
막
whistle,
하는데.
and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the
왼손은
line
거들
here
뿐.
in the second half.
And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if the player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
And it's Ingram missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the middle, got a piece of it. Ingram with the steal. Outside Holiday. Pass to Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Outside Porter. Back to Dunn.
바꾼 거 봐.
Levine against Holiday. They get a hand on it. 5 on the clock. Dunn outside. Over Williamson. Kept alive. Carter, the pass to Red Hot. The kick out to Porter. Now Dunn passes it to Red Hot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. You know what? They batted on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
나를 전담 마크 완전 골밑 수비로 바뀌었더니 내 골밑을 못 들어가겠네.
11 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Red Hot. And it's blocked. And here's Holiday. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax. And that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending?
신인상 먹으려면 득점 많이 해야 되는데.
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill. And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Harrison's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Dunn. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Okafor with the steal.
때리려고 하는데 저걸 또 커트하네.
Here's Alexander Walker. Zedaransky covering. And it's Melly missing. The Bulls leading by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
두 개 다 성공.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Red Hot.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so Zedaransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hutchison. A three-pointer, no good.
제 교체 멤버 센터 달리가 너무 느려.
Kicks it to Miller.
아하, 아깝다.
And there's the pass to Okafor. Clock at 6. Here's Here's Miller. Okafor tried to get open. Miller, no luck. To the inside. Here's Red Hot. A good finish at the rack off the slick
마지막까지
feet.
계속 넣어야 된다.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of
야,
town.
연승행진 이어갑니다.
Takes this one and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.
Sure didn't. I mean, they just swing. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, congratulations on the win. Now, what can you take away from this win that can help you guys the rest of the season?
You know, I think we're getting to the flow of things, DA, man. Finding our own rhythm, you know? There's a lot to sort out over the course of the season, and I think games like this help us improve and prepare to compete down the stretch, man, because that's the most important.
Well, it looks like y'all are getting in sync at the end of the year, and that's when you want to do it. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.
야, 시카고 드디어 이제 빛나기 시작하나? 뭐지?
Game ball. Gotta give it to the guy who had it going all night long and picked us up when we needed it. Get up here, Che.
What? You heard me?
Nice work, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Coach.
That's it. Get it. Tell him.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you, guys. I appreciate it, man. I'm humbled. I know how far I came. Thank you, Coach.
두 게임 차, 인디애나 페이서스랑 두 게임 차고 5게임 차 미러키는 계속 승리하나 보네. 자, 동부에서 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7등까지 올라왔네요. 네. 이 상태 페이스 유지하면 될 것 같네요. 네. 자, 2K20 마이커리어 모드 강백호 키우기 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.